Welcome to Fans of Sport. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video and comment in the comment section below.
No, we can never ever condone such behavior. It's completely unacceptable. It is complete. These guys are giving their best, and football is a game of mistakes. And some of them, by the way, that are booing Brian Onyango for a mistake, if you were to follow them in their own professional space and say, I just want to shadow you for a day. I just want to shadow you for a day. Let me see if you're going to do your work without a mistake. Believe me, you will pick up so many mistakes, even in their own personal lives. So, as human beings, why are we berated when we commit mistakes? I make more mistakes than Brian Onyango ever makes. I am so mistake prone, it's not even funny. But he knows, like all my players know, that I love him, I support him, and he knows he's got my back 100% because I know he's also protecting me all the time. He knows that I've got his back. So that's the only thing I can say. The rest is, for me, I think the Sundowns fans, they know what they should do. They know, and I've said this before. And I'm going to repeat it. Empires don't collapse. They dilapidate bit by bit. We start taking small things for granted. We start taking the efforts of the players for granted. We start taking wins for granted. We start taking results for granted because we think we are entitled to winning. That is the start of the demise of major football clubs. And then all of a sudden you look at yourself and you say, how did we get here? But it started with small behavior that you didn't uproot. And that's important. These players, they deserve so much more support, so much more encouragement, so much more belief. And of course they're going to make mistakes. But that's what corrections are for. That's why you employ a coach to sit after and say, let's go through the corrections. And you think I enjoy sitting with the players and saying, hey, you did this mistake, you did this mistake, hey, you did this. It's not easy. Do you think they enjoy having to see their mistakes in front of their teammates? It's not easy. So nobody goes out onto the pitch to deliberately make a mistake. Nobody does. So when they do make mistakes, the first thing is, I make mistakes too. You start there. Because if you don't start there, then you will lack empathy. But if you start there and you say, hey, I make a lot of mistakes in my life, then the starting point is empathy. And then as soon as there's empathy, then there will be support and encouragement. Because you know how it feels to make a mistake and to be condemned. True? So you then start by saying, I don't want this person to feel like that, because your heart is good. And then you support and you galvanize, and that's the job of supporters. That's why they're called supporters. And they are there to support. And to support means in good and in bad, I've got you.